Hello, hello. Don't really have a plan for today. But here's a project I've been working on. Quail Project Management. Obviously a project management software. For your to-do lists. Eventually team workflow. Right now I've got it to the point where I can start planning out the tasks for itself in the app itself. So I've got my backlog of random tasks, a to-do list for more immediate tasks, and of course the good old done list, which will grow over time. Let me see about putting a little overlay for this project management app, because I'm going to be putting it on a separate monitor. I did wander a thank you. Turns out going away for a while and then coming back briefly, everybody you've met before pops in, and those numbers add up. I'm creating a new window capture for this Quail Project Management. Oh, looks like you get to see this all in real time. That is not the right window. There you go. So now I can take it onto a separate monitor. Now I just need to change where it shows up. I'll just plop it in the corner here. There you go. So what I'm expecting to get done today is the task detail view and renaming of the task, and then I'll probably switch over to modeling my existing desk for its soon-to-be renovation. Let's get started on these task details. This is when you click on a task and it shows a large pop-up. Here, this is Trello. This is what I'm using currently. Here's your behind-the-scenes look at all the tasks for Treasure Island. So this Trello is the main inspiration for the Quail project management right now. But when you click on one, this would be the details view. But right now, Quail's not going to have nearly as many features. But more will be added over time. Hey there, Brendan. Welcome. Enjoy the music. Maybe a little loud. Okay. Cool, thank you. So right now, I'm only going to let the board view, because there's going to be multiple views in the project management. There's this, is this capturing my cursor? It is, okay. A little toggle over here. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely take some before and after, although my before pictures will probably be a little cleaner than it typically is. I don't want to show everyone my mess. But there's this toggle up here. So you'll have a board view and a calendar view. It's kind of going to be like an agenda. Right now there is no calendar view yet, but eventually there will be. The calendar view is what I'm going to use a lot, because when I'm creating things, I like to make things in tiny little bite-sized pieces. Otherwise I get overwhelmed pretty easily. So I like to say, on this day I'm going to do this, yada yada. Now what Trello expects you to do is take one of these long lists, just a giant to-do, and then you do due dates, start dates and due dates. And that's fine, and you can filter by just what's due that day. But it's kind of messy. What they intend for you to do is to use their timeline view or their calendar view, which is similar to what I'm planning on making. But to do that, you need Trello Premium, and I'm not interested in paying for a premium service for something I'm using solo. So that's my plan for Quail. Quail Project Management ideally will be the first in a suite of Quail products. Starting on productivity related apps. We'll see if I try to expand that further. But the idea is fully open source, completely free to use for local use, and the backend will also be open source, so if you want to self-host, you can get the entire thing for free. Otherwise, you can pay a small subscription to use my hosting service, and that way you would have web sync and collaboration between users for a small fee, probably similar to what Trello Premium is. So I'd say the big difference between Trello and Quail is that Trello, you can use multiple users. You can collaborate with multiple users for free, but they hide all the fancy features behind a paywall. Whereas what I want to do is give you all the fancy features, but you need to pay or host your own to collaborate with others. Probably I'll have a free tier to let you collaborate with one other user, or at the very least just let you sync your boards and data across your own devices. But we'll see. I'm not really planned that far ahead. But obviously if people want the sync, which is going to be pretty important for most users, I imagine, I don't want to put them off. I want them to be able to see how it works and that it ideally will work well. and then they can choose whether they want to continue with Quail and host their own backend or pay that small fee. Hey Shakan, welcome. Yay open source. Yes, it is also built on Flutter, which is an open source graphics library, which supports basically every platform. Web is going to be the hardest one to support, but I think it will manage. So that's my little motto for Quail, is that productivity happens everywhere. So you can use it on your phone, on your tablet, on Linux, Mac, PC. I don't know, did I miss any? The web, obviously. Basically, I'm making everything in Flutter that I can because I really enjoy Flutter. If anybody noticed my little intro screen, that was the first time I've ever used that. A little countdown to going live, which showcased my current and future projects. That was also made in Flutter. And eventually I'll probably transition any follow alerts, maybe some channel point redemptions, into little Flutter apps. There's really no reason to do it, to transition to Flutter apps for all those things, because they already exist as other web apps, but for me personally, I enjoy Flutter, and it would be easier for me to customize things.